building with me today. He's going to be telling us a little bit about himself. We're trying to get to know the man behind the music because he's been off the scene for a little bit. So this is a way for us to welcome him back. Welcome back, Ruyonga.
Why, thank you. It's good to be back.
It's good to be back,
Yeah,
right?
it's good to be back. I'd like to thank everybody for having me back. Yeah, it's great to be back.
Okay, now I want us to start at the very beginning. I want you to tell us about you. Who is Ruyonga?
Ruyonga, born again Christian. I feel like that's the beginning for me.
Yeah.
That's the beginning. Musician, music lover, hip hop artist, MC, fan of excellence, excellence in music. Basically, a dreamer. Ugandan, African. I love my people. I love to represent for where I'm from. I never let. I'm not big on allowing people to tell me that, hey, that is Ugandan, to mean that something is like less than.
Less than, no?
Yeah.
Okay, now tell us about your childhood. Where did you grow up?
I grew up Nakasero Hill.
Nakasero, literally just here in the middle of town.
Just here, Nakasero Hill. Go down one day, go the other side of the hill in Nakasero Primary. So I went to primary, Nakasero Primary, and just go a little to the right, and then you're at All Saints Church. So that basically summed up my childhood.
That was where you were for your early childhood.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
UTV
so you went
and all that.
So you went to Nakasero Primary School.
Yes.
Right then. Okay, so after that, where did you go to high school?
After that, high school, I went to King's College, Budo.
Oh, you're a Budonian.
I'm a Budonian.
like you people love to announce yourselves.
I'm a Budonian. Shout out to all the Budonians in the house. Yeah, no, I'm a Budonian. The times when I try to be very low key about it, but I'm proud of where I'm from.
Okay, yeah. You're a Budonian. Why should you not be?
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to Budo, and then after that?
After that, I went to the States, graphic design. I was doing graphic design, but I also started doing music more. Because I used to rap when I was in high school.
Okay.
The name Crooked. What
was the name?
The name was Crooked. Krukid. So most when I rap, people from back then know me for that. And our music career kicked off because we won this talent competition organized by Sanyu FM. Way back in the day.
Okay. So this is home. This is where
we got history. We go back some. Yeah.
So you won a talent competition.
Won a talent competition. School? Yeah, while we were in school, like S4, something like that. So, actually closer to S6. And then we were promised all this money. Yeah, still waiting on that. And then instead we're like, okay, they were like, I don't know about all that, but we'll give you one song. So we had this one song, it's called Nothing Compares. My crew was called Urban Life Crew. And we're starting to really get a buzz. Then we all got shipped off to out the concert. Just shipped off. So we started out around the time when Clear Cut only had 2 singles. So
you've been here for a minute.
Yeah, and all I want to know. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been here for a bit. Okay. So now, in the States, you went to do uni.
Yeah.
But then you also decided that you wanted to do this music thing while you were at it.
Yes, I did.
Okay. So now, how did you get started? Because now you're in a whole new country. Where do you even start from?
I just walked anywhere that there was an opportunity, I took it. So I started going to these bars that had these open mic nights, that had these battle nights. I just go to battles, and I used to overthink it a lot. So I'd go in there trying to practice my punchlines in my head, and then because it's free flow, I'd freeze. So I had to learn how to just prepare mentally, but you just go in there, and it was a really good training ground because I bumped into quite a few guys who were able to just off the top, use whatever you're wearing or whatever the situation is to either come at you or describe the situation. So yeah, I learned to be able to be I'll show you how that works, or I'm that hot. My friend over here, Esteri's got a black top. You just had to learn how to
you had to learn to freestyle.
Yeah, you just had to learn to freestyle. At least because that's the environment that I sought after. So while I'm doing that, I'm getting a bit of a buzz because I was catching on the freestyling thing, but people loved my verses. Because it's hey, where you from? Oh, you from? And then I'm from Uganda. I was like, oh, you from Africa, the motherland. You rap, you MC. So yeah, that gave me a bit of novelty. First in where I was, in a part of Illinois. Then when I go to Chicago, everywhere I go, people always reacted to my ability.
Right?
Yeah. So then I really felt the motivation to go after it.
Okay, that's where the motivation came from.
Yeah.
So how now you did uni, right? You said you were doing
Yeah, I
graphic
did uni,
design.
yeah, graphic design.
So when did you decide that you want to come back home and do it here?
And do it here.
Yeah.
I had been in the States for quite a few years. Now, the music was going nicely and with all its perks and everything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all of them. But I don't know, man. I felt like there was something that was not happening. That I was not really like moving in, like some path, some destiny. I was completely separate from, even when I knew that this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So, having been raised in the church, I started calling after God, like, you know, because I mean, I was raised in the church, and I'm grateful for the fact that when I was younger, everyone around me always told me Jesus is your friend. So I just tried to talk to him like a friend, be like, and I was going through some really dark situations internally. So like, because I felt like I wasn't really doing anything like worthwhile outside of standing on the stage and delivering what everyone called dope rhymes. And I was like, and it was beginning to really affect me. So at that point, I'm crying out to God. Then I have a few experiences, a few crazy experiences, and then I actually those experiences. The craziest thing about them was they happened when I went to Vegas. So I'm in Illinois.
And
Illinois
what
is
happens
supposed
in
to be
Vegas?
really calm, but I was living like a party animal. Like Illinois was, yeah. I'm thankful that I don't think there's any cameras that was on me, because if there were, oh Lord.
The things people could get away with before the
oh
social
my
media
God.
age. Were you doing gospel music
No,
then?
I was not. I mean, I was. Now here was the thing. Like there'd be these periods and these seasons. Like I'd go away and I'd go to Christian camps and be a mentor for younger kids. And so then around that time when I was doing that, because I'd been born again in my life before, and then stepped away. So when I was doing that, when I was mentoring them, I tried to show them that actually, God can be fun and like the Bible can be fun. So we kept every week I'd throw the Bible into rhyme. I think that was one of my really like after the freestyling thing and being in Champaign, Illinois. Then I came there. I was able to incorporate that. So we talk about Noah, Jonah, Isaiah. We'd mention like we'd put like no weapon formed against me shall prosper into like I did a whole mixtape called Jesus is my homeboy. It was fantastic.
Wow.
I put shades on a picture of Jesus, sold a bunch of shirts and a bunch of CDs. It was fantastic. It was awesome. Then I'll just keep gravitating back to just, like I had this revolutionary Pan-African thing going on internally. So, yeah. So, yeah. But now when I went to Vegas, that's when, like, I really had an encounter with God, like, and that's when, first I gave up hip-hop completely. I had this encounter with God. I didn't know what was happening. I wasn't really sure. So it wasn't one of those things where the heavens opened. The Lord came
And the light
down,
came shining on
and
you.
the light shone. No, I just felt something different inside of me, and I didn't know what it was. Like at the time, I was smoking, drinking heavily, and doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And then I really wanted to stop. And then it sat like when I got off the bus in Vegas, where I expected to now enter into complete moral decadence, and everything just stopped. I didn't want to do any of that stuff anymore.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
And we'll be back with more from you, Ruyonga. Now, I want you to select one song. What song would you like to listen to?
Oh yeah, there's a song that I just saw yesterday, and it had a nice vibe to it for me. So I think Kalani, Good Thing.
Good Thing by Kalani is coming right up.
Awesome.